In this program we are going to see the KOENIGSEGG race many kinds of different cars, from regular stock sports car to tuned sports car to real hypercars as the KOENIGSEGG. First we're going to see the KOENIGSEGG CCR Evolution, which is an upgraded CCR with 806 horsepower running on regular fuel. And you will also see the KOENIGSEGG Agera R, which is the bioethanol version of the Agera, which has well over 1,000 horsepower.
Gustav Super Races shows you the world's fastest cars put against each other in adrenaline-filled drag races. Gustav runs a successful YouTube channel with soon over 200 million views and a great reputation within the world of racing. In this show, he will present the best races he's ever organized, with rare supercars from Bugatti, KOENIGSEGG, Ferrari, and other top brands. These races share a unique look with the raw performance of the world's fastest cars.
So for fun we're going to race the KOENIGSEGG CCR Evolution versus stock Nissan GTR. This was just when the Nissan GTR came out, so it had 485 horsepower versus 806 horsepower in the KOENIGSEGG. KOENIGSEGG CCR Evolution versus GTR. Eller bara köra om så filmar man. Ja, vad tyckte Hans? Jag sa att det går som hans mål. Ja! Hans! Är det okej? Jesper, gasa då. Vi kör förbi så gasar du förbi. Ja du. In this race we have a stock Porsche 911 Turbo with double clutch, the PDK gearbox, versus the CCR Evolution model of the KOENIGSEGG. This KOENIGSEGG is foiled in matte black, and the race is from 50 km per hour up to around 300 km per hour.
Han blir sur om man fuskar.
Porsche 997 PDK versus KOENIGSEGG. Lagom tillbaka till fikar innan vi kommer.
The Mercedes SL65 AMG Black Series has a bi-turbo V12 with 670 horsepower. its turbos are larger than the regular SL65 and it's also lighter than the regular standard SL65 AMG. It's wider, larger wheels. It actually has an integrated roll cage as well, and you cannot take off the roof of the SL65 Black Series. The SL65 regular one, it's an electrical convertible. You could just take off the roof. It's an automatic roof. Anyway, we took this lightened version of the SL65 with its 670 horsepower and over 1,000 Newton meters of torque, and raced it for fun against the KOENIGSEGG CCR Evolution with 806 horsepower. So it's 670 versus 806. And the thing is that the KOENIGSEGG also weighed like 300-400 kilos less than the SL65. So it's going to be quite a difference when we race these two.
Black Series versus KOENIGSEGG. Känns som man står still när man kör förbi.
The KOENIGSEGG Agera R set a world record back in 2011. 0 to 300 kilometers per hour to 0 in less than 22 seconds. When we did this, we also did a comparison of a regular Ferrari 458 Italia versus the KOENIGSEGG Agera R. The tables have kind of turned. The KOENIGSEGG is red and the Ferrari is white. The KOENIGSEGG Agera was introduced in a white color when it came out. So we switched the colors and raced the cars, and you can see the huge difference between the already really fast Ferrari 458 Italia, which is one of the faster cars for sale today.
Det du kan göra nu är att du kan tjuvstarta lite.
Ja, jag tänkte det.
Exakt. Kör lätt en billängd alltså, minst. We're occupied. Stämpla. Sen kan vi bara köra så vi ligger bakom den, så här, snett bakom, så vi njuter av det. Jag kör dit och sen. Tillbaka, så sen kan jag köra om den sakta.
The Lamborghini LP564 Gallardo is the upgraded version of the Gallardo with 560 horsepower and sequential gearbox for quite fast shifts. We race it against the KOENIGSEGG CCR Evolution, which has a 6-speed manual gearbox. And the difference is, even though the KOENIGSEGG has a manual gearbox, it's still very large. Once the traction and the gear, the traction works and the gear is in the KOENIGSEGG, the difference is huge between these cars.
Då kan du nästan tjuva lite. Ja, du behöver inte tjuva, men du behöver inte... LP560 for GTBOARD.com versus natt och dag.
Rymdraket.
Jag honom nu. Försök köra om honom. Så du får så stämpla honom, annars kommer du bli frånåkt. Sakta in så här ska jag köra om också, så vi får med lite bilder av.
Får jag vara med? Det var det.
Nej, han stanna till och så att vi kan köra.
Back in 2009, the Ferrari 599 GTB with its V12 and 620 horsepower was one of the fastest and most expensive Ferrari you could buy. Well over 300,000 euros as a new price, and its Ferrari Enzo-derived V12 took on the Swedish hypercar, the KOENIGSEGG CCR Evolution with 806 horsepower. As you can see, the KOENIGSEGG fights for traction from 50 km per hour, but when it gets traction, it really leaves the Italian sports car.
Jävlar vad det låter, det var nästan där ja. Ja.
Det låter på riktigt.
Han går ju fint ändå med. Men vad tror du? Tror du känner att det vänder snart på tvåan eller? Nej, jag tappar lite där. Ja. Men nu vet jag det. Precis. Men ändå får brisk så. Ja, men
You saw the Nissan GTR at the beginning of this program, that it raced the Koenigsegg CCR without significant success. The owner of that car tuned his Nissan GTR with an American tuner called Switzer to a P800 package, which means that he got around 800 horsepower. And the car is transformed to a completely different car, as you can see. We raced the Koenigsegg CCR Revolution several times with this tuned Switzer car, and will it be enough to beat it? And the problem we saw the first races was that the Koenigsegg driver started in first gear, and when he throw in second gear, he loses traction. So we tried to start on the second gear at the second race, and that was much more successful. We can also see at speeds over 250 km/h, the Koenigsegg reels the Nissan GTR in fast. The Nissan GTR with its Switzer P800 package really was a match for the Koenigsegg CCR. He really had to fight for it and make a perfect start from 50. But as speeds increases, the gap increases between the cars. The Koenigsegg have a top speed of well over 400 km/h, and it did 388 km/h on the banked oval on Nardo, Prototipo, the track down in southern Italy. So the Koenigsegg will eventually overtake the P800. The question is at what speed. So back in 2009, the Porsche Carrera GT was one of the fastest cars you could buy for the road. We put it against the Koenigsegg CCR Revolution, and I at least thought the race should be quite even, and I wasn't really sure what the result would be. But as you can see, the result was quite significant. So the Porsche Carrera GT was quite surprised there. You could see his emotions when getting left in the dust by the Koenigsegg. So we took a couple of re-races and see if it could make any difference.
Gustav Super Races shows you the world's fastest cars put against each other in adrenaline-filled drag races. Gustav runs a successful YouTube channel with soon over 200 million views and a great reputation within the world of racing. In this show, he will present the best races he's ever organized, with rare supercars from Bugatti, Koenigsegg, Ferrari, and other top brands. These races share a unique look with the raw performance of the world's fastest cars.